All right, so like, soap operas, they always bring the drama, right? But today we're going deep, like really deep into one family on General Hospital. The Corinthos family, they're basically like royalty in Port Charles.
Mm.
But let me tell you, things are about to get messy.
Yeah.
We're talking like power struggles and custody battles and decisions you wouldn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, buckle up. This is going to be a wild ride.
What's really interesting here is Sonny,
Hmm.
he's this big mob boss and he wants to retire. He's trying to find peace, but his past, it just keeps coming back to haunt him.
Yeah, it's like he wants to change, start fresh, focus on his family.
Mhm.
But being a Corinthos, that name comes with a whole lot of baggage.
Mhm.
And right when he's thinking about retiring, bam, he gets hit with this custody battle. And Ava, the mother of his child, she's not making it easy for him.
And Ava, she's such a fascinating character. She's so smart, she's ambitious, and she knows how to play the game. This whole custody battle, it's not just about their kid, it's about power and all this unresolved tension between them.
Yeah, so they're basically using this custody battle to fight their own war, right? But then hold on, because things get even crazier. Ava, she's having money problems.
Yeah.
And Sonny, the guy she's fighting in court, he offers to help her.
Okay, that's where it gets really complicated. See, on the surface, it looks like Sonny's being generous, right? But come on, this is Sonny. We're talking about a guy who always has an angle. What's his game here? Is he trying to, manipulate Ava? Does he want leverage in the custody case? Or could he actually be sincere? Is this genuine concern? It's hard to say.
I mean, come on. Would you ever expect a guy like Sonny to do something without expecting something in return? And Ava, she's not stupid. She's definitely suspicious about his offer.
This is where Sonny's whole retirement thing gets really interesting. Because it's like, he tries to step back, But all his actions, they create this power vacuum that he didn't see coming. And Ava, she's smart. She sees this as a way to get back on top, to regain her influence.
So she's basically taken advantage of the situation. And she teams up with Rick Wright. He's another big player in this whole underworld thing. Suddenly, Sonny's decision to retire, well, it's kind of blown up in his face. Now there's this whole new power dynamic that could destroy everything he's worked for.
Exactly. And now we got to talk about Christina, Sonny's daughter. Now she's fiercely loyal to her family. She loves her dad, and she sees Ava as this huge threat. Christina is not happy at all about Sonny helping Ava.
Yeah, let's just say her reaction is pretty intense. She feels completely betrayed by her father. It's like he's taken signs with the enemy in her eyes.
Christina's anger, it makes sense.
Yeah.
She loves her family and she'd do anything to protect them. But that protectiveness, it's pushing her towards a very dangerous plan. She wants to get rid of Ava for good.
Whoa, wait a minute. Get rid of her. You mean like...
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Christina's so angry that she's not thinking straight. She can't see the consequences. She's convinced that the only way to protect her family is to eliminate Ava, even if it means doing some pretty terrible things.
Okay, now that's intense. We're talking about a major escalation here. Like she's going from 0 to 100 in like a second. But if she actually goes through with this plan, what's going to happen to everyone?
Well, think about it for a second. If Christina succeeds, there's going to be massive fallout. We're talking about Sonny, Ava, the entire Corinthos family, everyone, even people who are just barely involved. This could completely shatter the peace that Sonny's been trying so hard to build. It would throw them all back into chaos.
So basically what you're saying is that Christina's plan, even if she thinks it's the right thing to do, could actually backfire and create even more problems for the family she's trying to protect. It's like she's playing with fire and she might not realize just how badly she could get burned.
Exactly. It's a classic case of good intentions gone bad. Christina wants to protect her family, but her actions are putting them at even greater risk. It raises a really important question: how far is too far when it comes to family? Where does loyalty cross the line and become something dangerous? Christina's actions, they blur the line between doing what's right and getting revenge. She thinks she's doing what's necessary, but her plan could have devastating consequences that go way beyond what she's trying to achieve.
This is where things get really complicated morally, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on the one hand, you can understand why she's so loyal to her family. But on the other hand, her plan is incredibly risky and it could destroy everything. And honestly, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're talking about this whole tangled web of family drama and power struggles and some seriously questionable choices. And the consequences of those choices, well, they could affect everyone in Port Charles. This story is far from over.
Yeah, we're dealing with a lot of layers here. Family drama, power struggles, choices that could change everything, and the fallout from all of this. Well, it could impact everyone in Port Charles. This is just the beginning. It's like watching dominoes fall, Sonny, he tries to make things right, But everything he does just makes things worse, throws everything out of whack.
Right. Like he had no idea how connected everything is.
Oh,
You know, he wanted out. But his decision to walk away, it affected everyone, even people who had nothing to do with it.
exactly. And now we have Christina. She's so loyal to her family that she's making decisions that could really hurt everyone.
It makes you wonder, is there a point where loyalty goes too far? You know what I mean? Like, when does protecting your family turn into something dangerous?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's like Christina thinks that it's okay to do bad things as long as it's for a good reason, but she's not seeing the whole picture, you know?
It's ironic, really, because Ava, the one Christina sees as the enemy, she has no idea what's coming. She's too busy trying to get ahead with Rick. So Ava's playing her own game, totally clueless that she's in danger. It's like a train wreck about to happen, and we're just watching it unfold.
Yeah, it's like dramatic irony, right? We know something the characters don't. It's like we're in on the secret, and that makes it even more intense.
I know. It's like you want to yell at the screen, "Watch out, Ava!" But she can't hear us. And that makes the whole thing even more suspenseful.
While Ava's busy trying to grab power, Sonny's dealing with the fallout of his retirement. I wonder if he's having second thoughts now that everything's spinning out of control.
He's got to be feeling the pressure, right?
Yeah.
He wanted to be done with it all. But now he's created even more problems. It's like he can't escape his past, no matter how hard he tries.
Don't forget about Carly Sonny's wife. She's usually the voice of reason. But even she's starting to realize that something's wrong with Christina.
Yeah, Carly's got that sixth sense, right? She can always tell when something's off. And Christina's being all secretive.
Yeah.
Well, it's just making Carly even more suspicious.
But Christina, she's so focused on her plan that she's pushing everyone away. Even Carly. She's isolating herself, which is never a good thing.
So Christina's trapped in this cycle of anger and secrecy. And she's just digging herself deeper and deeper. The people who care about her, they're seeing it. But they can't get through to her.
It's like the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right?
No.
Christina wants to protect her family, but she's putting them in even more danger.
She's blinded by rage, and she can't see what her actions are going to cause. And what happens if she actually succeeds? Does that really fix anything? Or does it just create a whole new set of problems?
That's the big question, isn't it? Even if Christina gets what she wants, the consequences could be awful. It could tear apart the family she's trying to protect. It could drag Sonny back into the life he wants to leave behind.
It's like a ticking time bomb. We know something bad is going to happen. We just don't know when or how much damage it's going to do. Makes you think, right? Like if you were Christina and you thought your family was in danger, how far would you go to protect them?
It's a tough question. No easy answers. She's incredibly loyal. But the way she's going about it, it's dangerous for everyone, even herself.
So it's like she's at a fork in the road. One path leads to peace. The other leads to, well, chaos. And right now she's heading straight for chaos.
And that's what makes this story so great. It makes us think about our own beliefs, about loyalty and family, you know, and how far we go to protect the people we love.
Yeah, it's easy to judge Christina when you're on the outside looking in. But when you see where she's coming from, it's not so simple.
Yeah.
It makes you question your own morals, you know?
Absolutely. And that's what General Hospital does so well. It's not just about the drama. It's about showing us what it means to be human, the choices we make when things get tough.
Yeah, it's like holding up a mirror to society, right?
Yeah.
Showing us the good, the bad, and the ugly.
So we're leaving the Corinthos family on the edge of disaster. Can they come back from this? Can Sonny finally get the peace he wants? Will Ava realize she's in danger?
And the big one, will Christina see what she's doing before it's too late?
That's what keeps us coming back, right? That need to know what happens next. That's the power of a good story. It keeps you hooked.
It's like we're all invested in these characters, even though they're not real. You want to see them succeed. You want them to overcome the
And
obstacles.
sometimes you want to see them fall flat on their face.
Oh, totally. Gotta admit, there's something kind of fun about watching the drama unfold. It's like a train wreck. You just can't look away.
Exactly. But it's not just entertainment. There's a lot to think about here. The Corinthos family, they're dealing with power, loyalty, revenge, and those are things we all struggle with.
So we're wrapping up our deep dive into General Hospital, and we've got more questions than answers. But that's okay. It's the journey that matters, you know? Exploring these complicated themes, that's what makes it so interesting.
And as you keep watching this story, remember to ask yourself those tough questions. What would you do if you were in their shoes? How much would you sacrifice for your family? And where do you draw the line between loyalty and doing something wrong?
That's a great point to end on. It's not just about escaping into a soap opera. It's about thinking about these moral dilemmas, these gray areas we all face in our lives. Thanks for joining us today.
Always a pleasure. Until next time, stay curious and keep thinking critically.